It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Patriots and the Commanders just ahead on EA Sports.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. Man, this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
Motion man sent left. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. What a hit, he gets flattened to the ground. We'll need to pause now after our first play. One of the D linemen injured on it, and medical staff out now to look at him. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds his man, it's Demario Douglas. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. First and 10 from the 41. May now from the gun. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. He gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. They had gotten them while a new offense preps to head out.
Previous play is under review.
We want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Made out a throw on 3rd. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go again with Stevenson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting
Personal
the kicker.
foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
On second down, Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Escapes out to the left. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Patriots and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down throw for May. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get 6 more on their early advantage. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. They're throwing it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt one play later. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Gibson. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The New England offense running out now. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. The give inside to Stevenson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Gibson here from the gun. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Cutting in the goal line. Touchdown, New England. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Jukes one defender, and they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards, and the Commanders will have a first. He'll throw it. It's taken in by Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders lower the deficit to a single possession. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Patriots running their offense out there. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. A lot of grass ahead. There he goes, right sideline. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have it on 2nd and short. Going play action, May. Looking for a target. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's
Holding.
usually where we see
Offense.
holding calls. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. May now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Patriots punt team coming out for the former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jelani Tavai picks it off.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 24. This will be caught by Cooper. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And the Commanders see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He rolls to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw now. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. We're going to look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft, a group that they've been more than willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side, and frankly, other NFL front offices, Kate, have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much, much earlier than where they ended up going. This is a group that, if everything works out, could provide a lot more value than the picks that were spent on them.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Ryland now for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return starts at the 3. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Looking right, and he finds him. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's May. Caught quickly on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. May now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. To the air yet again, May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. He'll get this to Henry. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's May. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's brought down at the line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They'll kneel the half out, and they're content to take a tie into the locker room. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These 2 teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Scott now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Trying to work quickly now. First throw for the backup now. He's on the move. He's out near midfield and still going. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And they bring him down around the 34. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here's Gibson. This return makes it up to the 25. The Patriots offense all set to go. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now it's White. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 46. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Complete out to the right side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Everybody rushing back to the line. Staying with Robinson. Runs inside the 35. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Completed to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. On 1st down, they'll start with Gibson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibson. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They're going to... Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This, our last play of the quarter. 2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff now out of the gun. Still has room inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground. They run it in for 2.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
Another drive coming up for this offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So 2nd down coming up. White throwing here. Hits him on the out route. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. White looking to throw. Trying to hit Shelton, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing off the play fake here. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A give now from the gun. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. On the move, headed right. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Milton now. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Dump off caught by his back. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll try it now with Gibson. And he'll go down at, we'll say, right at the 39-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throw left side, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. They go play action on 1st. Gets this to Johnson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, Milton. That's caught for the 1st. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Javon Baker with the touchdown. He's throwing for it! And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. They'll throw on 3rd and long. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return coming from the 6. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.